Hi, Bilal.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Assalamu alaikum, Bilal.
Wa alaikum assalam. Hi.
Hi. Oh,
I love song. I'm back.
you like
Fulla,
this
fulla
song?
here. Yes. Fulla, just wake up. Look, 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 look. Just wake up. Now.
Just woke up. Good morning, Fola. Good morning, gorgeous.
Madam. Yeah. Just wake up.
Good morning. She's sassy.
Hi.
Hello, Bilal.
How are you, ma'am?
Everybody can see that Bilal is back in his tent. Good morning, Mahmoud.
Bam. Mahmoud. I want to pray now. Bam.
Yeah.
Comment.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, Mahmoud.
محمود هلا يا عمري كيف حالك؟
Okay, Bilal. Good morning, free spirited. Okay, so there are things that I did come here to make a couple points about. Probably going to have a more in-depth live about this tomorrow, but I want to make a couple points. What I saw yesterday or last night was disturbing to me, okay? How is it? How is this? Because this boggles my mind on a regular basis. How does Sunshine get to do horrific things to people and then hold alive, victimizing herself throughout the entire thing? To me, I can't wrap my head around this. How in the fuck does that woman get to tell outrageous lies? Get to come to the internet accusing people, false jackets? You guys talk about false fucking jackets? You put a false jacket on me. They put a false jacket on me. How many motherfucking false jackets have I wore? That's what I want to know. How many times have false jackets been placed on me? And then you get to victimize yourself in this? You get to be a victim of all the bad things you've done to other people? How does that work? Somebody make it make sense. That woman sat in that live last night as a victim. How? And you guys let her. You guys help her do that. And then while helping her victimize herself, you tell her, we want to see changed behavior. Are you fucking nuts? Are you fucking crazy? The people that got up in that box and fucking co-signed and supported that, you're trash. You're fucking trash. And that's why people talk about you so much. Smashly, Malibu. Fuck all. Currently making threats still toward people. currently making threats toward people, and she's a victim. Somebody spoke on her autistic child. How fucking dare they? But she is allowed to speak on my autistic child freely and publicly everywhere. But she's a victim of that. How does that work? You cannot be a victim of behavior that you in fact perpetuate. Do you understand that? Does everybody have a good understanding? You cannot be a victim on behavior you're constantly perpetrating. I can't. You let her be a victim. She is no victim. She is no fucking victim. If I hear one more person cry about a false jacket, my head's going to fucking explode. This fucking woman, you want to talk? Let's talk about false jackets. Let's talk about identity theft, tax ID fraud, all kind of tax evasion, all the things, right? And then let's move on to then funding terrorism. Now that's one fuck all of a jacket, don't you think? That is one fuck all of a jacket. Claiming that somebody is funding terrorism. And you're a fucking victim. And while you sit up there, sunshine, with all your gloating, I ain't never been in trouble, ain't gonna find nothing on me, can't get me for shit, everybody can be touched. Everybody. And you sitting there gloating like that, knowing that's true, will be the fall of you. You think you're just going to come back to the internet and victimize yourself? You're fucking nuts. I will talk about your ass every motherfucking day for what you did to me. You are trash, woman. Did you guys see that woman show her full titties online? Her full fucking titties? And she's a victim. You cried and cried because you were sucking your husband's dick on a group call and then put your titties out on a live, and you're a victim. You are only a victim to yourself, bitch. You're a victim to the vodka. That's what you're a fucking victim to, the vodka. And that's your own hand, too. You're a victim of your own fucking behavior. Period. End of story. And then want to get on here and point your fingers at other fucking people. And then want to threaten your friends. Because let's not forget, that is in fact her specialty. Throwing her friends under the bus that she is driving drunk. She can't wait to do it. In fact, the ones she's sitting with now, she's currently plotting on you. Don't ever speak to me. Don't ever let her catch you speaking to me, because if she catches you speaking to me, you are then her target. Good morning. The people sitting there co-signing that horse shit, while she did the same fuck shit to you, you look dumb as fuck. You look dumb as fuck. Especially everybody that's talking about you in a negative light You deserve all of that. You are a fucking bitch, lady. Even the way you talk to other fucking people, no wonder everybody is talking about the way you talk to it. I'm glad you and I ain't never had no interaction, because you was never getting away talking to me the way you talk to other people. Who the fuck do you think you really are? That allows you to talk to other people, and the fact that you think that they have to accept that. Fuck you. Maybe this is like alcohol ego that you guys get. Is that what it is? Alcohol ego? Because I can't understand it. You get on here and preach about how you want to treat other people, right? Or how you want to be treated, but you're out here treating people like dirt. You talk to people like they're beneath you. What is wrong with you? Probably tomorrow I'm going to replay that live of Sunshines, and we're going to go through it, because it's crazy. The whole thing to me is wild. It's crazy. I ain't been able to make sense of it. That woman is a victim of fuck all. Of fuck all. Quit fucking letting her manipulate you. I don't care if you're dying. I don't. I do not. Quit fucking saying it. Nobody gives a fuck. I will also point this out. Everybody thought it was really fucking interesting that live was being held last night. Sunshine, Kimmy, Unhinged, Lily, all of them were in there. But guess who the fuck wasn't in there? Pammy. Don't you think that's really crazy? That bitch don't miss a motherfucking live. While you all sit up there and show your fucking hands, acting like multiple people can't have the login to one account. Been there, done that. But you were all too busy last night in that live, so Pammy wasn't able to be there. Weird. Really weird. Sunshine came here and told you guys a bunch of lies. Told you a bunch of fucking lies. And called herself doing something. And then when her friends hurt her feelings, she didn't like that. What is very important for people to know is that at any point, at any time, you will be the target. Whenever she decides and sees fit, you will in fact be the target. Talk to all of her friends, every single one of them. And don't talk about, oh, this person in here has known me 20 years. Ask them anything. We don't give a fuck. Ask that bitch what she knows about you now. Ask that woman that's known you for 20 years what she fucking knows about you now with what you're doing currently. I want to remind you that this is a woman that tried to get me removed from my home under the pretense that I was supporting terrorism. Do you understand that? And then you guys want to look at me and act like I don't have a motherfucking reason in the world to be angry about that? Are you nuts? And I'm not supposed to feel some sort of way about that? Fuck y'all. I can't, and you want to, you want to talk about me coming here and being angry about it? Fuck y'all. How about the FBI shows up at your motherfucking house and drags you out? Because some bitch on the internet decided to call them and tell them that you were funding terrorism. And then she's a victim. Do you understand where I am so fucking confused? On hearsay. On fucking hearsay. She did all that on hearsay. She's a liar. And not a victim of anything. Hi, Pause. How are you? This is wild. Just fucking wild. All right. I'm going to go. Well, no, actually, you guys can go. You guys can go. That's right. You guys can go. I'm going to hang out with Bilal for a little while. You guys can go, though. Hey, you guys can look something up today because I think it's one of the bigger social experiments that I've seen. But there's a creator on here. Her name's Nikali, and she's been calling all the churches in her area and other areas, doing a social experiment. So she calls a church. She has a recording of a baby crying in the background, and she asks these churches, hey, I've been out of formula since last night. Is there any way you can help me with a can of formula? And you'll be very surprised, or not so much. I don't know how you feel about churches, but that all the churches basically turned her down, saying no, whether it was that she wasn't a member of that church or for what other reasons, that they didn't have any money. But one of the higher points was that she called the Islamic Center for Prayer, and before she could even get her whole script out, they were like, yes, where are you? We can help. What kind do you need? Where are you? Come get it. We have it. And I think that is a very telling tale of how religion is practiced here in the good old United States of America. Christian churches that are wealthy and want people to put money in their tray every Sunday that don't help the needy. You know that is why, in fact, churches are tax exempt, is because they are, in fact, supposed to help the needy. It is, in fact, the basis of Christianity, but not here. They are not helping with anything. And a very good point was brought up that if in fact all the churches did actually service the community as they're supposed to with the funds that they receive and the taxes that they are exempt from, there would in fact not be any homeless or hungry people in this country. And when that sunk in, baby, it's quite a revelation. Good morning, Bella. Quite a revelation. Oh, I did find an interesting video, or a video that maybe Scammy Claus would find. Hey, did you guys see Scammy Claus get horribly demoted the other night by Retina and gang? I thought that was fucking hilarious. What exactly was she trying to do to catch a thief? I see, just when you think I'm done talking shit, I get a second wind. What do you exactly think she was trying to do, though? Like with the cop's number and, here, we're going to give you this girl's husband's phone number, and then it was the cops. Like, first of all, I think you highly underestimate Florida man. Like highly underestimate him. I missed some of that. Why did she get demoted? Apparently, there was a scheme for. I guess I want to say it was Breezy B's scheme, but she was going to. She messaged Ratina to see if Ratina had an in with the other side so that she could get some information to them, right? So she messages Ratina and says, hey, I have this phone number. We want to, give it or whatever. Okay. So, which put Ratina in naturally that would have put her in a really fucked up position because if when it came out then Ratina was going to get all the heat that the phone number in fact wasn't Breezy B's husband, that the phone number was actually the cop that they wanted to catch Florida man. Would Breezy B then get the $1,600 reward though? If she did that, would that get her the $1,600 reward? Maybe that was part of the plan. Good morning, Tata Virgo. So Scammy Claus tried to deny having knowledge or knowing anything about that. Oh, yeah, she got caught. Got caught in 4K. So that's why I posted that video. See, and see, I was an example of how you can like make a video and you don't have to be ugly about it, Scammy Claus. That bitch got caught. And let's not forget, yeah, pause. It's on, yeah. It's on Spilled on the FYP. Retina's live from 2 nights ago, I want to say. Yeah, they all kind of called her out. Even Tech got her 2 cents in there. Which Tech was still commenting on videos and all the things. So Tech will cry about getting my attention, but begs for it in the same breath. Also weird. But Tech will do anything to get eyes on her, and talking about me will do that. They are obsessed with catching, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely they are. But that doesn't do anything with the $1,600 that was collected, so... You guys don't find that weird? That Scammy Claus just has like a $1,600 savings account from y'all? Like, that's weird to me. Anybody else that would do that? I mean anybody else. She would be making video after video after video about it. It's very weird. I think it's past weird. I think it's scammy. No, I don't trust. I didn't trust it from the beginning. I never heard of such a thing. A GoFundMe as a bounty, a GoFundMe as a reward for catching somebody that you don't like on the internet? Weird. And here's another thing, and I will say this because I know that Florida Man has come upon a wealth of information. Um, I'm anxious to see it. I don't know if anybody else is, but I would like to see the fall of the fake victims, the victims that swear they're victims, but chase their the person who victimized them, right? They chase him everywhere. Everywhere he is, they're there. If he's being talked about, they're there. If he might show up or be talked about, they're there waiting for him. But they're victims of him. That doesn't work for me. I do too, Reds. I do too. I very much do. I know, I was in there, pause. In fact, I waited for him to come back. He never came back. I fell asleep. But I think it'll be very interesting. And I think he should be able to tell his story. I think he's deserving to tell his story. Yeah, I can't do the late ones either. I fall asleep in more lives than I watch. That's for sure. Oh, Pammy, you're here, but you're so quiet. Why so quiet? Oh, Pammy, why so quiet? You're here, honey. Why so quiet? Period, Reds. Done that a couple times. Pammy, what's the matter? Never saw you, bitch. Hey, Pammy, where were you last night? I didn't see you in Sunshine's Live. Why not? Why weren't you there? Hmm? Oh, I doubt that. I bet we wouldn't be able to find that you were in another live. What live were you in? We don't believe you. Yeah, we don't believe you. Because I think that was something that quite a few of us noticed that Sunshine, Kimmy, Lily, Unhinged, they were all in your live. But Pammy wasn't there. Pammy wasn't there. That's weird. That's weird. Pammy doesn't miss too many lives, especially her bestie, Sunshine. In fact, isn't Sunshine making TikTok great again? Hashtag Sunshine's making TikTok great again. I think it's interesting that you would use a MAGA, and maybe that's undercover MAGAs out here. People swearing they're not racist, but are horribly racist. Hey Pam, why don't you come on up here and take a box? Come on, I invited you. Take a box. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. See, you guys want to you guys want to blame Breezy and Victoria, but what you're blaming Breezy and Victoria for is for not going along with you. That's why you don't like Breezy and Victoria, because they didn't fall in line with you. They said, we don't want any part of that. We told you we don't want any part of that. But you went ahead and did it anyway. So you're not actually because of something they did to me. It's something they didn't do for you. And that sucks for you, not me. Quiet, Pammy. Why? Why? No. That's your friends. I ain't never and will never, ever show my titties online. So, yeah, you're gonna have to talk to your friend about that, not me. Uh, why did they play that video of me sucking my husband's dick in a group call? Well, I'm gonna sue you. Here's my titties. Weird ass fucking drunk ass bitch. How can you do that? How can you cry? Cry. I'm getting a lawyer. My mummy's getting me a lawyer because you played a video call of me giving my husband head on mine. But here, let me show you my bare ass titties because I'm a big victim. The fuck out of here. Yeah, free spirited. It was interesting to say the fucking least. Up there crying, screaming about suing people for playing a recording of the things that she did on a group call while showing her breasts on TikTok live. If you can make that make sense, you're better than me, bitch. I've never seen some shit like that in my fucking life. A bitch ain't a victim of nothing but herself. I know I'm your content, Pammy, and I'm glad that I could help you out on this very rainy, ugly Sunday. But Pammy, what I would appreciate that while you're posting things of me, can you at least leave my comments up? Don't you find that boring to have a page that's an echo chamber? Everybody agrees with you in the comments. You can't leave my comments up. You delete every one of my comments. Don't you all think that's weird as fuck? Just like, in fact, you know what I do? I actually have to screenshot all of my comments. Maybe I'll just post a video of all of the fucking comments that I've made that you don't let stay up. I'm sure I even have some in my fucking gallery here. Jay Lynn, by the way. Like this one. Because Jalen, just my opinion, but I suggest you stop threatening and going real life on the internet. But then again, you're already screwed, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Which is another threat that they keep threatening me with the FBI. So, but why won't you let my fucking comments stay up? Why do you I'm asking you a fucking question, moron. Why don't you let the comments stay up? Why are you so scared of my fucking comments? And Jalen should stop typing and speaking in comments the way she talks, because you was is not something that everybody says. That is specific, right? So when people are speaking and you're saying, oh, you were gonna, you, and somebody says you was gonna, I know who talks like that because you speak to me, you fucking idiot. And that's how you fucking talk. Do you get it? How easily it is to give yourself up on a fucking troll account because you can't even switch up how you talk? Weirdest shit ever. Oh, all right. That's all the time I got. You guys can go now. Bye.
Hi.
Oh, I am gonna play a video for y'all though. Hold on. I hope Scammy clauses. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm sure somebody will fucking record it. All right. What's up, Spilled? All right. So,
Yeah.
remember the other day? I gotta find this video now. Hold on. I repost so much. Okay. All right. Hi, Breezy. Oh, hold on. I'm probably waking her up.
Of the SNAP benefits being shut down. There are families that rely upon autistic children are going to starve this month because of the SNAP benefits being shut down. There are families that rely upon SNAP benefits in order to get their food for their child every month. And a lot of autistic children, like my daughter, if I utilized SNAP and if I qualified, I would not be able to go to a food bank for her. Her list of foods are very specific and very short. It is a short list. You can't just get her any chicken tenders. You can't just get her any type of smoothie bowl. You can't just get her any type of banana or strawberries. Everything is very specific. certain brands of chips, certain brands of this. You cannot just go to a food pantry. And food pantries also are inaccessible a lot of the times for families with autistic children because of the wait time. We can't just wait in lines with our kids. It doesn't work that way. I reached out to my local disability community and the center that advocates for disabled people, and I brought it up. I said, hey, we need to do something for them, gift cards, or have like shoppers that go out and buy specific safe foods for family members. We have to take care of our community members because it is stressful enough to be a parent to an autistic kid with your schedule and trying to manage everything. Not having their safe foods is one of the scariest things. We will travel to 5 different supermarkets to look for them. And if you can't afford to do that right now, say something. Let's try to come together. We need to help people. We need to help people. Autistic children are going to...
So, the reason I'm playing that, right, is because Scammy Claus is an educator or a former educator, okay? Her wife is a special needs educator, okay? So when I came to the internet to discuss the fact that food banks were not going to help autistic children, they weaponized that against me to make me look like I was trying to take advantage of people by saying that my child only eats specific foods, very specific foods. They acted like that was a lie. They acted like that just could not be the case. And then they told me, well, then you're gonna have to make it work. So their opinion was, if the child doesn't have her foods, so sorry for that child. Yes, Breezy, yes. Then I guess that child's gonna suffer. Poor kid. Where this woman said, like I said to people in my fucking community, right? To find those children, recognize those families in your community that have food specific children and try to help them. But what Scammy Claus says is fuck them kids. Fuck them kids is what Scammy Claus says. An educator married to an educator says, fuck them kids, especially the disabled ones. And then when I talk about having a conversation with a school district that this is happening in, I'm the bad person. I'm wrong. But the way I see this, post a clip of her saying what? I have it all. What do you want me to post? Where she throws the EBT card at my forehead, where she says how well she's going to eat and sleep, knowing that I'm not able to feed my child. Do you want that one? No, she said, fuck my kid. She absolutely said, fuck your kid. She definitely publicly said, fuck your kid. I have it all, Pammy. But what I have isn't for the internet. What I have saved of all her content is not for the internet. But no, we're not doing clips because I'm not for the internet. You have the clips. The clips are out there. You can go get them. But I'm not gathering Scammy Claus's content to show y'all. That's not who it's for. It's to show a community what is in their community currently. harassing people that are going through a difficult time because their child has specific food needs, as if she's the only one. It was wrong. It is wrong. I'm not the only one she's done this to. And I think that they have a right to view all of that content and make up their own mind how they feel about it. And I'm not just talking about the content directed at my granddaughter. I'm talking about all of the content, all of the Islamophobia, all of the sexualizing Muslim men on the internet. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big one. I'm talking about all of it. It's racism, it's bigotry. Also including the fact that she said that 50 was going through an identity crisis while being part of that community. How? This is a good person to you. This is somebody that brings awareness to things. I don't see it. I see harassment. I see privilege. I see narcissism. That's the only thing I see. And your words and your actions, in fact, do have consequences. So, and I think what gets everybody is that no matter where you work these days, there is a social media policy with every employer these days. You're going to sign something that has to do with your behavior on social media. And I think the people that need to take heed of that more than others are people that directly work with humans in human service, like education, nursing, right? Because it's hard for employers to believe that if you have strong opinions about poor people, if you have strong opinions about disabled people, if you have strong opinions about people of color, then they're probably not going to align with you. They're probably not going to want to have that partnership. Because it's very hard for people to understand or even think that it's possible that when you hold those strong opinions, that you're going to be able to treat people without those opinions and those feelings getting in the way of how you treat them. I've seen a number of nurses lose their jobs just over the food stamp thing. Yeah. It's not her behavior, it's her wife's. Do you understand that that does not matter? Then she shouldn't have let her wife chime in that day. Sucks to be her. Sucks to be her. That clip's actually already posted. I ain't gonna do all your fucking legwork. Find it, bitch. I said I wasn't doing your legwork. Because that's where I found it, dummy. In fact, no, I didn't find that. Somebody else found that and sent it to me because I knew nothing about that. Nothing at all about that. Mm-mm. You can find it. I'm sure somebody you know can point you in the right direction. There's only so many T pages. You're telling me I can tell my husband what to do and he has to listen? The fuck are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about, Nikki Rose. Scammy Claus knows that clip exists. I know she does. I'm sure she remembers what day that happened. I mean, I remember it now because I have the clip, but I know she knows it's out there. I know she knows. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Bye, Pammy. See ya. Are you okay? I'm bored with y'all. Oh, all right. It's going on 10 a.m. I gotta do things. Bilal. I gotta do things.
Bam. Bam.
Oh, sorry, Bilal. I couldn't hear you.
Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, bam.
I will see you soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you soon.